Hey, you put your house on the market and you got an offer accepted. I'm gonna probably guess you got more than one offer and had many people coming in over asking. Nonetheless, congratulations to you. Now you're gonna be like, what do I do next? Let's cover it in this next video.
Hey there, it's Daniel, your local Bakersfield expert and your favorite realtor.
Leasing it, but you just need to know what you're getting into and whether you're gonna buy or sell. Hey, it's Angel. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad you're here week after week after week after week because we're talking all things Bakersfield, all things real estate, all things buying and selling. And let's talk about the 7 things that you're gonna need to know now that you got an offer accepted. Super easy, super quick. Stay tuned. Number 1 thing you're gonna need to know is get ready for inspections. So the buyer's agent is gonna be scheduling the inspection, the lender is gonna be scheduling the appraisal. Get ready for all these people to be contacting you to say like, are you gonna be home on Tuesday? Is it okay if they come in on Thursday? And you just need to be cooperative and say, yes, of course, let's get it done. That won't be a problem because you're going to be excited about selling. The other thing you're going to need to do, especially if you're here in California, there are 2 documents. One is called a Transfer Disclosure Statement, TDS, and the other one is called SPQ, Seller Property Questionnaire. So you, as a seller, are going to probably have already filled those out. If you're working with me, you know I've already given it to you. If you're not working with me, or if you know you're getting ready to sell in another state, wherever you're watching this, they'll probably have something similar in that state. But what those documents do is they ask you as the seller, what repairs have you done to the house? Was there a leak? Was there a fire? Did you have to call insurance? None of that is something that you should hold out of fear. I want you to make sure you're disclosing all of it. When in doubt, disclose it out. Little tip for you. Number 2, start packing if you haven't already. Assuming you are still living in the house, it's definitely going to be something that you need to be mindful of, that you're starting to like have a staging area in the garage, or one of the bedrooms is where you're putting all the packed boxes. Make sure they're all labeled and whatnot, and just start that process. Assume the best, that you're going to close escrow. I know a lot of people tend to get nervous. Well, what if I start packing and they back out? Listen, you've already got in your mind you're selling the house. If it's not this buyer, believe me, if you've gotten multiple offers, there's gonna be another buyer that comes through. So start packing. It'll be a good thing. And it'll keep your mind off of all of the activity going on around you. Gives you something else to focus on. Number 3, kind of in line with the packing, you need to start scheduling your movers, your moving trucks, your moving people, all of that. You need to start, okay, it's a 30-day escrow. We're gonna be out, July 17th. That's a weekend, blah, blah, blah. Get all of that started. Start making your phone calls if you haven't already. If the house is presumably being lived in, you wanna be out at least a couple of days before your proposed close date. That way, even if it goes long on, you don't close on the 17th like you're proposed, you're already out of the house, you're already moved. Plan everything so that you can get out at least 2 or 3 days before the proposed close date. Number 4, okay, in a real estate transaction, the key thing we always say is time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. So you're gonna be needing to sign a lot of documents. Whether you're gonna do that in actual wet sign, they call that a wet sign, or if you're going to be doing it via e-sign on your device or on your computer. Nonetheless, there's going to be a lot of things for you to sign. Pack your patience. They're all very, very important documents. And we don't want to just rush through them and be like, I don't know what the heck I signed. No, I will tell you what they are. If you're watching this in another state, your agent should be telling you what is coming via e-sign before they just say, I don't know, just sign it. Oh no, we don't do that. But there will be a lot of them. So when they come over in whatever fashion, just be prepared. You're gonna need to sign them. And a lot of it, especially in California, is repetitive because it's California and it's very litigious, and real estate is very important in this, state. So nobody wants to forget anything. So sometimes there's a lot of documents that say the same thing 3 to 4 different ways. It's okay. We still need your signature on it. So please be attentive. Time is of the essence. Number 4, sign, sign, sign. All right, number 5, make sure you're starting to gather up if you've got keys for a shed in the backyard, if there's a separate door for the 3rd car garage. Again, we always recommend that the new homeowner change the locks after they've lived there, for 5 minutes, change all the locks, but they need to have an idea of how many there are. So things like the extra keys, the mail key, if it's a community mailbox, they need to know what number and, on which section of the box it is. Also, remotes for the garage door openers. If there's a TV, some of the ceiling fans have remotes. Start to gather all of that, maybe put it in a Ziploc and make sure they're labeled, please. Super helpful for the buyer when they start to get in the house and they're like, I don't know, I turned something on, I don't know how to turn it off. A lot of times if you have the Ring or if you've got your pool equipment set up on an app, or if the sprinklers are set up, there's a couple of apps that are sprinklers. Make sure you're starting to, give those cutoff dates and times and start to gather, okay, here's the login code that you're gonna need. Please change the password. It's out of my name on blah, blah, blah date. And before I give you number 6 and number 7, this is a downloadable item on the description below. So don't forget to click down there, because if I go too fast or you're taking copious notes or whatever your situation is, just download it and you've got a copy all your own. And number 6, so we're going to talk about documents again, but this one's going to be your mortgage and your solar paperwork. So mortgage, the escrow is going to need to know like your payoff, where your bank is, all of that good stuff. And the solar documents, the company, the type of lease, your payment amount, all of that stuff, especially the company name. You got to take all that to escrow. Make sure they have all of the most recent statements for all of that. And that will be very, very helpful. And hey, number 7, pop a cork, whatever it is. If you have Martinelli's, if you have champagne, Prosecco, beer, I don't care. You need to celebrate. If it's a sippy cup with your kids, I don't care. You need to actually be very, very happy that you made it to this step in the process. You're on to your new season of life, whether that's leaving California, whether that's going, you're right sizing, you're downsizing into maybe a smaller community. Who knows what you're doing, but my goodness, it's a good time to celebrate. Hey, and like I said, if it's not you that's moving and you know somebody that is, go ahead and share this with them. And if you are getting ready to think about selling, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'm here every Wednesday and I want you to be too. See you later.